Okay, welcome back everyone. I'm Soul, an energy healer, and here we combine inner and outer work. Please subscribe so we can show up as the best versions of ourselves. Okay, let's get into our session today. Just take a deep breath here. Okay, the first place we're going to is musculoskeletal. But in our case, the energetic points, some energetic points in and around the body. So, in particular, the occiput and sacrum. So, a bit about these energy points. Um, in the case of the bodytalk system, we call them reciprocals because it's always 2 points in and around the body that connect. And for today, it's the, did I say it already? Occiput, sacrum? Okay. Um, so these energetic points, right, where any energy enters and exits, they balance each other out. A similar idea would be like, the brow and the sacral chakra being opposites of each other, similar but different. So here, the occiput is the base of the head here, and then the sacrum is the sacrum bone. It's the the bone that holds our tailbone. Um, I'll probably put like an image here as to where they're located and what that line of energy actually looks like. Um, Sorry, I'm just letting that move so I can properly explain. Okay, so some significant things to note here are that the sacrum is sometimes called the sacred or holy bone, holds our ancestral energy, and then the occiput is sometimes called the mouth of God or source of a source of life energy. Okay. Okay. Such a big shift. We're going to do specific tapping. So we are going to tap over the head, heart, and gut, and then we're going to just do that twice. So 1, 2. And then we're going to follow that with, oh my gosh, if I could just let's just, okay, let's just let it shift. Just sit here and breathe with me. Once this moves, we're going to go into specific type of breathing. And that will probably cause another wave of energetic shifts. Okay, so there's some calm. Okay, so we're going to do some specific breathing and so short, snippy breaths. So, like, yep, we're going to do that. Here we go. Okay. And then don't hold them in. I'm just yawning. The shift is happening. Full exhale out. If you haven't noticed already, or if you haven't watched any of my healing videos, I yawn when a shift is happening. you might experience it differently. Other people experience like tingles, others experience burping. Some people unfortunately experience fluctuating, and it's just, aside from the physical things that are happening, we can take it as an energetic shift. Okay, finally, we can move on. We're gonna go to circulation, nerve supply, lymph, particularly in our left arm. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna probably yawn through this whole video. Okay, as we know, lymph is the sewage system of the body, so it helps release waste throughout our body. So if there's any gunk of any kind, emotional, physical, or otherwise, we're just going to rebalance that, coming from our left arm. Breathe. You're welcome to wiggle and jiggle your left arm as well, just to get things flowing. We're going to go to circulation, nerve supply again, but this time we're going to work with nerves. And okay, so thoracic, so that's our back. It's our, so thoracic, that's our upper middle part of our spine. And we're right at the top. So that has to be, so that's T1. So that area, so thoracic part of the spine is the bottom of the neck and top of the spine essentially, and this left side is highlighted, and that's where our nerve endings kind of like cluster and then extend out from there. All right, and then we're gonna tap and breathe. Okay. We're gonna go to pancreatic reflex point, which is not necessarily, it's an energetic point. It's kind of like a reset button, but it doesn't necessarily coincide with um, a traditional Chinese medicine, Chinese meridian line, and those different points. So, but where it is if you take your hand and then you put it underneath your armpit, right where your pinky falls is a more often than not it's a tender spot. If you take your pinky and then just wiggle and jiggle that area, not everyone will feel um, any tenderness there. You're sorry, yawning. Okay, so where your pinky lies, that's the pancreatic reflex point, and this point is important. This point, energetic point in the body, is important because it balances, left and right sides of the body mind, balances sugar levels, and connects us to the sweetness of life. And this point is linking up with, okay, so middle back. So the whole, yeah, so the upper middle back area. and we're going to tap. Okay, good. And we're going back to musculoskeletal, and the points are back hip, and just like um, sacrum and occiput, I'll put like an image here of what and where that is and what that looks like. All right, and that's linking to the liver meridian, which in balance helps with alleviating anger, irritability, um, and then a little bit about the liver meridian. Like it's called the general, like as in like military general, but like I don't I don't like to call it that because I usually call it like the secretary, assistant, or like a bouncer, like a club bouncer, because the job of the liver is granting and denying access, whether it's, the flow of chi going up or down throughout the body. And so like I just can't see like a general doing that. But I can definitely see like an overworked secretary telling people yes, no, yes, no. Um and hold on, there was another point I had about the liver meridian. I'm trying to find it. Oh, okay. So another thing that the liver often goes through. So, right. So right, the flow of chi, right, regulates flow of chi and blood. Um, but then the diaphragm regulates like emotions and tells like emotions where to go in the body. So emotions go to the diaphragm first. From the diaphragm determines, what to do with them, and if we don't process them properly, you know the diaphragm doesn't really know what to do with the emotion. The diaphragm will just kind of like dump that onto the liver, and then the liver, I mean, like I'd be angry too if I had to handle everyone's access requests, but then got extra work from the diaphragm. Like it makes sense like why the liver is associated with anger. Um, okay, so all of that is linking to the thymus glands. Thymus glands are around the heart, and it's defined by the emotion worry. And so we're rebalancing that. All right. So go ahead and tap and breathe with me. Okay, cool. And I've got one more. Okay, so we're going to matrices or matrix, right? Matrix, energetic field of anything. Particularly the one with one of our siblings. And if you don't have a sibling, or maybe you were maybe you were I don't know, some of us like had like a sibling at birth, like one of us was like a twin or something, and then the other one was lost. So that's sibling connection. But I'm also getting like, right, because there's some of us who don't have siblings. So kind of like two peas in a pod energy or two of a kind, right? So if you have like sibling banter with a coworker or, just a best friend that is like, you know, the sibling you never had. That's possible here too. And we're going to, and okay, so we're rebalancing. So arguing. Ooh, okay. Ooh, all right. So arguing, heated argument, and we only want to tap over the heart. Okay, so like I said, like two of a kind. So essentially, the reason we have these heated arguments with someone that's so close to us is because we're just way more alike than we give each other credit for. And so we're just rebalancing that so that hopefully we can have less of these arguments. Okay, yeah, that is on its way out. Or not. Okay. All right, so that is today's session. If you enjoyed this session, please like and share with someone who you think will benefit. And I will see you next week.